Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Education Hub. We discuss various topics covered under the NTA UGC NET syllabus for Paper 2 education. Our videos are helpful for not just students of education but for various other competitive exams like UPSC and TET. In this video, we will discuss and learn about the various digital initiatives in higher education by the Government of India. This is the second part of our previous video on the digital initiatives of higher education by the Indian government. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And if you have missed the first part of this video, I have put the link in the description box for you. The first digital initiative that we will talk about in this video is Shodh Ganga, and we are all almost pretty aware about how Shodh Ganga functions. So Shodh Ganga is an initiative of the University Grants Commission, that is UGC, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, that is the Ministry of Education now, Government of India, and InflibNet Center to provide a platform that offers access to PhD thesis and MPhil dissertations of research scholars of various universities in India. The aim of Shodh Ganga is to tap these untapped and underutilized academic resources and to prevent the unnecessary duplication and repetition of the research work, resulting in saving the wastage of huge human and financial resources. So Shodh Ganga is a digital repository of theses and dissertations submitted to the Indian universities. And as we came to know, it is maintained by InflibNet Center, which is an autonomous inter-university center of the UGC of India. And this InflibNet Center was initially located in the campus of Gujarat University in Ahmedabad. But as of January 2013, InflibNet Center has moved to its new institutional building at Infocity Gandhinagar, which is the capital of Gujarat. As on 4th October 2016, as many as 293 universities in India have signed MOUs with the InflibNet Center to participate in the Shodh Ganga project. A further 13 centrally funded technical institutions have also signed MOUs with the center to participate in the Shodh Ganga project. Now let us discuss about Shodh Gangotri. So Shodh Gangotri is another digital initiative which actually falls under the Shodh Ganga project. So Shodh Gangotri is an initiative of the UGC, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, that is the Ministry of Education now, the Government of India, and the InflibNet Center. The aim of Shodh Gangotri is to provide academic resources on ongoing research. It helps the user to find out whether anybody else is working on a project or in an area in which he or she is working or intends to work and plan accordingly. It also helps the user to get in touch with the investigator and get additional information, clarifications, etc. Shodh Gangotri has developed a repository of such ongoing research synopsis and offers its vast resources to anyone interested to know about them through its online platform. So basically, the difference between Shodh Ganga and Shodh Gangotri is that under Shodh Ganga, you find the complete PhD thesis and the completed MPhil dissertations, whereas under Shodh Gangotri, you can find the various approved research synopsises which are submitted by the research scholars in the ongoing research areas. eGyan Kosh is another very important digital initiative in higher education made by the Government of India. So eGyan Kosh is a national digital repository that collects, stores, and shares digital academic resources developed by open and distance learning institutions. It is developed and maintained at the Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is IGNOU. The repository of eGyan Kosh includes study materials of undergraduate and postgraduate programs. More than 200 programs till date, including MPhil and doctoral degree courses, have been digitalized and are made available by eGyan Kosh through IGNOU. So basically, IGNOU eGyanKosh is online library where you can download all the study material for all the courses that are taught by IGNOU free of cost. All the books and study material for each and every course is digitalized to upload online, and you do not have to pay any fees while downloading the study materials. You can get access to all study material available online on IGNOU eGyanKosh for free. And if you visit the official website of eGyanKosh, you can find various YouTube video lectures and their links on the homepage of the eGyanKosh website. Now let us discuss about Project Oscar. So Project Oscar, which stands for Open Source Courseware Animations Repository, is an initiative of IIT Bombay under its Eklavya project. The main aim of Project Oscar is to build a large repository of web-based interactive animations and simulations for teaching and learning concepts specifically in science and technology. These animations and simulations are in various topics of science and engineering at the college level and for math and science at the school level. Students and teachers can view, run, and download these resources through open access. The National Cultural Audiovisual Archives have been initiated by the Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts, the Ministry of Culture, and the Government of India. The main aim is to ensure long-term access to the oral traditions, performing arts, ritual and cultural practices, and traditional knowledge systems of India in audiovisual form. It identifies and preserves the cultural heritage of India available in audiovisual form in institutions across the country through a process of digitalization and making it accessible to the people. The National Cultural Audiovisual Archives, which is the project of the Ministry of Culture under the Government of India, implemented by the Indira Gandhi National Centre for Arts, that is IGNCA, has been certified as the world's first trusted digital repository as per ISO 16363 2012 standard. And this has been granted by the Primary Trustworthy Digital Repository Authorization Body Limited under the United Kingdom. Leveraging this historical achievement, the plan for the next phase is to integrate about 3 lakh hours of audiovisuals material, a corpus estimation based on a scoping survey conducted in 25 cities across the country, on this platform of National Cultural Audiovisual Archives over the next 5 years. NPTEL is another very important digital initiative in higher education by the Government of India. So the National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, which is the full form of NPTEL, is an initiative of the Indian Institutes of Technology, the IITs, and the Indian Institute of Science, that is IIS, under the Ministry of Human Resource Development, and offers its courses on Swayam and Swayam Prabha platforms. The aim is to offer open online courses along with certificates from the IITs, IISCs, from those who completed the courses successfully, and anyone outside IIT IISc system is able to do a course free of cost from NPTEL. NPTEL is presently the largest online repository in the world offering courses in engineering, basic sciences, selected humanities and social sciences subjects, and languages like Urdu, Japanese, English, etc. Now we will talk about the NMEICT initiatives. The National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, which is the full form of NMEICT, is the endeavor of the Ministry of Human Resources Development to leverage the potential of ICT to benefit of all the learners in higher education institutions. The aim of NMEICT is to bridge the gap in the skills to use computing devices for the purpose of teaching and learning among urban and rural teachers or learners in higher education domain, and empower those who have till now remained untouched by the digital revolution and have not been able to join the mainstream of the knowledge economy. So before we move forward with the video, I would like you to remind to please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let us now discuss about Sakshat, a one-spot educational portal. Sakshat is the initiative of the Ministry of Human Resource Development under the NMEICT project. It is a one-stop educational portal which was launched in the year 2006. Sakshat facilitates lifelong learning free of cost for students, teachers, and those who are in the pursuit of knowledge. Sakshat hosts a repository consisting of e-books, e-journals, digital repository, digital library, etc. It also provides educational news, examination alerts, sample papers, and various other useful links. Now let's talk about eYatra Resource Development Center, which is another project under the hood of NMEICT. The eYatra Resource Development Center has been developed by IIT Bombay under the hood of NMEICT. The aim of eYatra Resource Development Center is to share resources for teachers to help them run their eYatra labs in an effective manner in the field of embedded systems and robotics. The teachers require to log in to access the content which is available on the eYatra portal for free. There are free lesson plans and lesson modules that contain instructions for the teachers to deliver a lecture. There is a question bank, and a teacher can use questions from this bank in the class to test the learning and comprehension of the students associated with the topics that has been discussed. FOSSEE, which stands for Free Library and Open Source Software in Education, is a project which is the initiative of IIT Bombay under the hood of NMEICT. The aim of FOSSEE is to promote the use of free library open source software, that is FLOSS, tools to improve the quality of education and to reduce dependency on proprietary software in educational institutions. This project encourages educationists to learn simple software programming on their own and design codes for their subjects. Another MHRD and NMEICT initiative is named eKalp, which helps in creating digital learning environment for design in India. eKalpa has successfully demonstrated the achievement of the following project objectives so far: digital online content for learning, digital design resource database, social network for higher education, and products of National Mission in Education through ICT. Now let us talk about one very important digital initiative scheme launched by the Government of India, which goes by the name of GIAN. The full form of GIAN project is Global Initiative of Academic Networks. The scheme was launched by Union Human Resource and Development Minister Smriti Irani in the year 2014. The main aim is to improve the quality of higher education in the country. The program wants to attract the most talented scientists and entrepreneurs to engage with the institutes that provide higher education in India to push the current academic resources available in the country, to encourage the best international experts in the world to provide solutions for various problems in India. So this is all for our video on the various digital initiatives in higher education by the Government of India. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel to show us your support.